stop, pop that pussy, let me see you doo-doo brown.
Hey, this is Prometheus giving you a full game recap. I'm rolling with the Doo-Doo Browns against my opponent, KBradley10, and he's using the Buffalo Bills. And you want to come out with the Browns, you got to feed the ball to Fozzie Bear Whitaker. So he's able to go ahead and get a first down on this particular series. There's a lot of cast of characters in this team, one of which is Flash Gordon. Josh Gordon is a stud wide receiver, and you're going to see some of the great plays that he makes later on in this gameplay. Now, this gameplay, my opponent is a fairly good opponent. In this particular situation, I noticed that Campbell was my starting quarterback, and I noticed Hoyer was just a better quarterback statistically, so I decided when I go ahead and change that because of the stats with the team. So my opponent makes a nice little run right here, just dips down a little bit, and then comes over with a little angle route underneath to be able to get it to a 3rd and 2 situation, feeds the ball right to the running back to pick up a first down. So he's running the ball, gets up in the middle, and I get the fortunate turnover. A fumble turnover is one of those things you just don't necessarily plan to get, but fortunately I was there. So when you're playing with the Browns, you got to feed the ball to Gordon, Fozzie Whitaker, and Cameron. But one player you definitely do not want to feed the ball to is this guy Timms. Timms actually is a player that statistically seems like someone who'd be better, but you know, sometimes when you don't know the roster of the team you're playing against, it's better just to stick with the stock roster. He's able to go ahead, sack me on a 4th down situation. I'm essentially giving the ball back to him. So I went ahead, hit him with some heat myself, and then went ahead and just kind of go with a hybrid coverage, but he hits me right over the top to tie up the score 7-7. So now things are getting a little bit tighter. Feed it to Fozzie Bear Whitaker to be able to go ahead and make things a little bit harder for him to stop. Come back around, and I threw an interception on an out route. Hoyer played terrible for me. You're going to see how it progressively gets worse. Manuel actually hits me right up top. I think that's Stevie Johnson on the right-hand side. He was able to go ahead and pick up that big first down. But fortunately for me, I'm able to go ahead and bottle him up, and he has to settle for 3 points in this particular situation. So went ahead, gets me to 3rd down situation. I'm going to look for the out route to the right-hand side. Look at this play right here. Did I get in the ball? Is it inbounds? Is it inbounds? Am I inbounds? Absolutely not. Hoyer is just throwing ducks all over the place, and he can't put the ball where I need it to be. So have to give the ball back to my opponent. Didn't want to give him an easy score. I was able to go ahead and bottle up this run here, force him in a passing situation, 3rd and 6. Where's my pick? I should have got an interception on that, but that's okay. Not a big deal. He's giving the ball back to me. It'll give me an opportunity to go ahead and move the ball down the field with the limited amount of time that I have. So gives a monster kick right there, and I come back around, try to do a poco route, but his defensive back actually goes ahead and picks me off. So given a short field, he's got a minute left. I'm going to go back with soup is good food because Campbell is better than Hoyer, definitely, because the Hoyer experiment has just put me in a hole. I'm down by 3 points here. Able to go ahead and get him for a little sack right there, but he pops me over top again. It seems to be my Achilles heel. He's able to get into the end zone. He's up by 2 scores, and he's getting the ball back in the second half, so this is not looking good for me at all. And what does he do? He actually feeds the ball to the running backs, and that's the right thing to do when you're playing the Bills, is just run. Keep running the ball as much as possible. Another big play right there by Spiller. Another play right there by Spiller. Look at that the spin move. Almost gets in the end zone. And then in this situation, he goes ahead and feeds the ball to, I think that is Fred Jackson. He's able to go ahead and get it into the end zone. So down by 3 scores, down by 17 points. What do? Feed it to your superhero, Flash Gordon. I said, hey, that's a pretty damn good play on the other side. Why don't we go on the left side? Gordon makes a big monster catch for me. And then I do a little play-action play, and Benjamin takes in for the money. So down by 3 scores, down by 10 points. My opponent goes ahead and does a little swing route to the outside. He's able to go ahead and pick up a first down. But in this situation, I get him in a 3rd and long situation. He goes underneath with a little screen route, and I force him to a field goal. So I'm winning on defense. I'm getting my opponent into field goals, but he keeps scoring. So I need some big plays, and starting with Fozzie Bear and Josh Gordon. Short little plays, just moving the ball down into the 4th quarter, down by 2 scores. Able to go ahead and hit Cameron over the middle. Went back to my play-action play. He was kind of adjusting out of it, but look at that play by him. Good stick by him to be able to go ahead and manually cover it. But when you start feeding the ball to Cameron, you're going to get some pretty good catches. He catches balls in tough situations. So right back to Fozzie Bear, and then hit Cameron again in the flat, and was able to go ahead and cut it up and get a first down. Another counter play with Fozzie Bear. Fozzie Bear, he gives me a few yards there, a good nice 5-yard carry. And then I come around back to Cameron, the whip route. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. I was able to go ahead. Is that in? You're trying to tell me it's not in? You know, that's the one thing that sucks. When you're playing with bad teams, you will have guys that'll dance on the frickin' goal line but never go in, and you have to settle for going for another down. So he goes ahead and pounds the ball up the middle on me. So it's a first down conversion, but I go ahead and take the timeout because essentially I've got to get a 3-and-out right here or this game is over with. So we're able to go ahead and tackle him here, get him into a 2nd and 12 situation, take a timeout quickly because I've got that 2-minute warning working for me. Tackle him again, do another blitz, get him in a 3rd and 12 situation. Opponent decides to come out in a passing situation, just a standard shotgun normal situation, and he hits me in the flat, but I'm able to go ahead and tackle him, and he punts the ball back to me. But look at this play by special teams. Catches the ball right there on the 6-yard line and just hammers me right down. So I've got to go the full distance with no timeouts. Hit him over the middle with Greg Little. I was able to go ahead and pick up a 30-yard play. Never, even when you're down and you have limited time, you still want to feed the ball in the running games. You got to force your opponent to do that. Hit an out route. Little actually goes ahead, falls out of bounds. Have a couple of whip routes with being able to go ahead and force it to Cameron to get another first down. Another run by Whitaker. Whitaker falls forward for a 6-yard gain, and then hit another whip route to the outside. I should have took it all the way to the outside, but I stayed in. 2 whip routes, 2 dig routes, and once again, Little comes up big for me, able to go ahead and get it outside. Forces the Little again because he's been a monster, but fortunately for me, I don't get intercepted. So 20 seconds left, 3rd and 4 situation. Got to get the ball in the end zone. Decided to use a corner route. I haven't been using a corner route at all with the tight ends. Throw it up to Kirk Cameron, and what happens?
Show me that smile. Show me that smile. Don't waste another minute on your crying.
Does anybody remember Growing Pains with Kirk Cameron and all that stuff? That 80s show with Alan Thicke, you know, the father of Robin Thicke. Yeah, it was just a corny ABC show. Able to go ahead and finish this game off. Win by 1 point. Really, really good game, and you know, it just tells you don't give up. Even if you're down by 17 points, you can't come back and beat an opponent if you play the right style. So I want to thank for all my subscribers and all the people that watch my videos. I am going to be taking a little sabbatical because my PS3 is out of commission. So unfortunately, I do not have the ability to leave any more games. I know one of my subscribers, Caesar, wants to work on some plays, but unfortunately, I will be out of commission. Thanks again. Hit like, and I will probably try to get something out as soon as I get a PS4.